So things have gone south. You did not seek legal advisory. You're in trouble. You need a lawyer.
There's always a solution to every problem. We'll figure out the solution together and then now set you up to avoid future problems.
Yes, legal services are accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Just Legal, a podcast by MNO Advocates LLP. I'll be your host, Liz Nderito. In today's episode, I'm joined by two advocates of the High Court of Kenya.
My name is Terry Otieno, a partner at MNO Advocates LLP.
My name is Daisy Chege, a partner at MNO Advocates LLP.
Karibuni sana, ladies.
Thank you.
So in the last episode, we dove into entrepreneurship and the role that lawyers play in it. And we ended the first episode talking about, so things have gone south. You do not seek legal advisory. You're in trouble. You need a lawyer.
Yeah.
Maybe Terry, you could start us off by telling us what are some of the scenarios that you have seen in situations, mistakes that entrepreneurs will make.
I think first of all is the vehicle that those entrepreneurs got into the business using. What somebody comes to you and maybe they formed a business name, whereas what they really needed was maybe a company limited by guarantee. So what we realize is clients come and they got into a business, not in the proper structures, not in the right vehicle, with which then supports the nature of their business. So that's something I've noticed with some of the clients who come in. Then you have to start correcting the documents all the way from their articles.
Okay, asking for myself and a friend, the audience, when you talk about vehicles, what do you mean?
I mean, like the structure. You see,
Okay.
if you visit, and remember in our last episode, Daisy talked about the BRS system. So this is a portal for business registration. So when you go there, for example, on the landing page, they talk about the different types of businesses.
Okay.
So like there's a business name, there's a limited company, there's a partnership, there are companies limited by guarantee. So which vehicle are we parking your business in? Yeah.
So a business person, you intend to start a business, so you go, you decide it's going to be a partnership, it's going to you're going to be your own what were you calling?
Sole proprietor.
Sole proprietor.
Yeah.
And you do not understand actually what this means. So the mistakes begin at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Like even, I remember in our last episode, if you've not watched it, but maybe you can go back and watch it, when we were talking about partnerships, even just people coming together, what documents are we putting together so that we make you people related in this business? We could be friends and we've started a business, but are we related in this business? What is tying our interests together?
Oh, okay, that's what you mean.
Yes. What are we? Have you signed a partnership deed that sets out the terms and conditions, if I can call them that, the terms of and conditions of your relationship as business partners, for example? Yeah.
Which takes me back to all those companies you formed in campus or when you began.
Yes.
And you had this grand idea.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Because for you as a business person, as an entrepreneur, your mindset is focused on the business you want to execute. But there's so many other things you've not looked at. You've overlooked a lot of regulatory issues. You've overlooked a lot of obligations that depending on what kind of vehicle you picked for your business, what obligations fall under that vehicle.
Okay.
So that's why you say things you find yourself in this position and there's fire. Yes, you've either fallen up with your business partners, you are either in trouble with the law because maybe you have not complied to some issues, you're in trouble maybe with KRA because you've not been filing certain or you've not been satisfying certain tax obligations. So those are the things you're supposed to understand from the beginning. What are my obligations? What are the compliance issues related to this vehicle I chose to run my business?
Okay.
When I hire employees, what are the requirements? What does the Employment Act require me to do as an employer? What returns am I supposed to file? What statutory payments am I supposed to make? So you see, if you don't do this from the beginning, definitely after some time they'll catch up with you.
Even something as simple as, you need an office space, for example. We've seen situations where you are running a business and then you've set it up, you've demarcated this office space, you're ready to take off. And then a year from then, the landlord comes and tells you, now I need my office space back.
Yes.
We're asking the client, where is the lease you signed?
Agreement.
Either there is no lease, or it was a 1-year
goodness.
lease, and this is a commercial space.
Yes.
So you see, if you come to us from the beginning, you will know that, for example, for commercial spaces, you're supposed to have the place for at least 6 years, because you're pouring in a lot of money
it's
into
an
this space.
investment.
Demarcating an office and setting it up is not cheap.
Yeah.
So for somebody to come and ask you after 1 year to move out, it causes a lot of disarray. And for us, when you come maybe at that juncture and we see the contract you signed, we are basically fighting a fire at this point.
We are trying to put you in a position where your interests are best taken care of. And this is now where we come in. Okay, we have this issue, we have this problem. What are the avenues to address these issues? It's not usually always almost that we have to rush to court. There are other avenues and there are other avenues to try and resolve these disputes.
Okay.
That you can explore first before ending up in the courts.
So it's not always that
not always.
you're in trouble, we are ending up
in court.
No.
I think
There are
that's
so
only
many,
in the movies.
there are so many other alternative dispute resolution mechanisms a client can explore before we end up to court. For example, we can engage, for example, like the example Terry has given of a tenant and who is running their business has been given notice to leave.
Okay.
You can have negotiations with your landlord for them to allow you to give you more time to prepare and plan yourself. We can explore mediation. Terry and I are certified mediators.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's something you can also explore. And you can also explore arbitration. There are so many other avenues before you end up in court. Yes, so that's where we come in and help you. Here is a dispute. These are your issues. We've gone through your list. Clearly there's a problem. How do we address it going forward? And we give you the best alternative, best fitted for your business and for you. Because it's not an umbrella solution.
Yeah. In fact, now courts have even gone to the extent where they now have an arm of the judiciary where mediation is now people are being encouraged to seek out mediation rather than so certain matters, if the court feels like it's at a point where parties can still sit down and discuss, it's directed to mediation first. If that fails, then you're brought back to court. So that's an avenue that saves on time. It is both parties, it's a win-win. It ends up being a win-win where both aggrieved parties feel like at the end of that they came up with the solution themselves. And everyone walks away happy, or rather happier, if not the happiest they could be.
And you saved a lot of time. Yes.
Okay. So for someone listening and someone who's been following these season on entrepreneurship, what would you want them to get from this episode in terms of when things go south?
I think just for me, it would be to repeat what I said in the first episode, that when you come to MNO Advocates, you should feel like you have a partner. You can't still come. If you had not maybe approached us at the point of beginning, it's never too late. You can still come. There's always a solution to every problem. We'll figure out the solution together and then now set you up to avoid future problems. So mine, I think, would still be to say that you can still come to us and we'll figure out this problem together.
Yes. What we want the audience to get is we are accessible. Legal services are accessible to everybody. They are accessible to everybody. You can walk in, come in and present your issue, even if it hasn't gotten to the dispute stage yet. But you've evaluated your business, you've realized there are certain things that are missing. I don't have proper employment contracts, I don't have proper service contracts with service providers. You can start at that level and you come in, we assist you to prepare a better contract that best protects your interests. Yes. So at any point, whether it's at the beginning, in the middle, wherever you are, whether it's now you are seeking out to expand your business, to grow your business, to bring in investors, we make sure we prepare you and you are investor ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because also the other thing we've experienced with businesses whereby a business is doing well, it doesn't have always to be at its going under or there's an issue. It's doing well, the business is doing well, and then an investor is interested in coming in to invest in your business, but you don't have the proper structures.
And that's
So
a
that
crisis.
turns off an investor. They realize you don't have, your books are not well kept. You've not been compliant with the laws. They definitely leave and go to someone else who is more prepared.
Or if they do not leave, then you are selling this thing that you're passionate about
Yes.
at a lower value.
At a lower value.
Because there
your
are some
systems
there are some things you are lacking, which
Yes.
then the investor will use to their advantage to negotiate for a lower deal.
Exactly.
Whereas
So you
if
lose.
you lose out.
Which I think, even just from reading from the news, observing that it's a crisis where you have a business, there's people being taken advantage also by investors as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
One of the things we offer to our clients is crisis management, because in any business, crisis, will arise at some point, perhaps. Right?
Yes.
So we offer that as something where we partner with, again, professionals who can cool down the fires with you as you give and help you to address the public so that you retell your story. You get a chance to retell your story if it's something that has gone out to the public. So we do offer crisis management as a service to one of our clients. Yes. To some of our clients,
Yeah.
sorry.
There's a perception we have, as friends of the law, where you only think you need lawyers, of course, when you're in a crisis, and all lawyers do is go to court. I think that has been also one of my biggest realizations, that there's so much more.
Yeah.
And with MNO, it's a one-stop shop. There are so many things that you will offer.
Yes.
Yeah, that has...
We believe in value addition to our clients. Where when you come to us, of course, there are things you'll need. The law, for example, is very dynamic. It changes every day. You read the news and there's something that has been added. This tax has been added, the percentage, all
It's
that,
ever
right?
changing.
If it's tax
ever-changing.
or
Yeah, it's
anything else,
ever-changing.
it's ever changing. So we usually give value addition where we'll send you maybe write-ups on any emerging areas of the law. We'll do trainings for our clients. Come and just train your staff on something, on areas that you feel are relevant to the nature of your business, so that you are kept up to date on the changing laws, and you're not caught up in the changes that happen every other day.
Yeah. Also on value addition, depending on the nature of your business, the one either you're starting or you're already on it, because apart from a business acquiring assets or having employees, there's what also we call intellectual property. As you grow your business, you also keep developing intellectual property, either in
What do
form
you
of
mean?
products, in case maybe, for example, you're in production and you're producing certain goods. And you have a trademark that you're operating with. You've trademarked but you've not protected this trademark. You've not registered it, and you have not obtained a certificate for it. So as you grow, even if it's in the service industry, as you grow, we help you realize what apart from the just running the normal course of business, is running the business, money is coming in. What else? What else does this business can it bring on board? What else do you have? What else are you growing? Else are you developing? And how can you protect it? How can you monetize it? Yes. So that at least now when that a time comes, you're even able to evaluate your business in so many other levels. Intellectual property, there's the assets you've acquired, there's your books. All those things are things that play out eventually in your growth. So that's where we help you in all. It's like Terry saying, it's a one-stop shop. We advise you in all these other areas. Like you said, it's not only about court when you come to MNO advocates, or it's not, or there's such a wide array of services that we offer. Yes.
And I think it's worth to mention, when we are talking about this entrepreneur, it's not just that person who has a product or a service. We are also talking about creatives who need to learn how to commercialize your skills.
Yes.
It's you who thinks your side hustle is just a side hustle.
Or a hobby.
Yeah.
But you fail to realize how much value you are carrying with you. And that's when now you end up maybe you're taken advantage of.
Yeah.
Because you have this thing you've created. It's not tangible.
Yeah.
And it's just something it's maybe art or music, whatever form it may have, but there's a way you can protect it and monetize it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So with MNO, your client is guaranteed that, number one, there's a commitment to growth with you, the relationship, there's that relationship. And also there's a solution, a tailor-made solution for you with whichever position or situation you're at, or even the level that you're coming in, whether you're a startup or you have this idea or you're in a crisis or you want to take it to the next level.
Yeah, I think one of the things we pride ourselves in is seeing businesses that we started partnering with 6-7 years ago, and we've seen the growth. We know where we were at together when we began, and now we can see where this business is at. I think that's one of the things we pride ourselves in. As MNO.
Yeah, so in our next episode, we want to have a conversation. We're going to have a conversation with an entrepreneur who has grown with MNO and just hear of their experience with MNO before, after, just also get to hear from the perspective of an entrepreneur how the experience has been.
Yeah.
So tune in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you're learning and getting a lot of value from the content that you're putting out.
Yes.
So see you in our next episode. And thank you, ladies. It has been a
you.
good experience.
Thank you
you.
too.